Everyone wants success, but few truly understand what it takes. What if the greatest treasures in life aren't money, power, or talent, but something far more powerful? In our rush to achieve, we often forget that real growth doesn't happen overnight. Just as a seed takes time to become a tree, every dream takes patience to bloom. The truth is simple. Time and patience are the hidden gems that shape our destiny. They turn effort into success and silence into strength. This is the story of David, a young dreamer who once chased wealth and recognition, until a wise old man by the river taught him a lesson that changed his life forever. No treasure is greater than patience, and no force is stronger than time. On the edge of a quiet village, beside a calm river that shimmered under the morning sun, sat an old man. Every day, he would rest on the same worn-out rock, his eyes fixed on the flowing water. He never seemed to rush, while others hurried to work, chasing coins and deadlines. He simply smiled at the river, as if it carried the answers to questions no one else dared to ask. "You will get what you want," he would whisper to anyone who passed by, but most people only laughed. Some called him foolish, others thought he had lost his mind. Until one day, a young man named David stopped by. His clothes were dusty, his face tired, his eyes restless. He had been chasing success for years, yet peace always escaped him. "Old man," David said, "you keep saying everyone will get what they want. But look around. People work their whole lives and still have nothing. Do you really believe your words?" The old man smiled, his voice calm like the river. "Yes, my son," he said softly, "but only those who understand the treasures I am about to give you truly get what they want." David knelt beside the old man, curiosity and frustration written across his face. "What treasures?" he asked eagerly. "I have nothing left but hope, and even that is fading." The old man looked at him with gentle eyes and smiled. "Then you are ready," he said. "For those who already have everything will never understand the value of what I'm about to give you." He reached into the folds of his robe and held out two invisible objects in his hands. "These," he whispered, "are the greatest treasures of life, the diamond called time and the pearl named patience." David looked confused. "That's it?" he asked. "No gold? No secret trick to success?" The old man chuckled softly. "Gold can vanish. Talent can fade. But time, when used wisely, becomes gold itself. And patience," he said, raising his hand toward the horizon. "Patience is what keeps your heart calm when the world moves slower than your dreams." David stared at the river, the sunlight dancing on its surface. He didn't fully understand the meaning of those words, but something deep inside him knew. This moment would change everything. The next morning, David returned to the riverbank, but the old man was gone. Only the sound of flowing water remained, whispering the same rhythm of peace. He looked down at his empty hands and smiled faintly. The diamond of time, the pearl of patience, invisible yet priceless. Determined to understand, David decided to change his life. He found work with a diamond trader in the nearby town. It wasn't glamorous, and the pay was small, but he promised himself to give his best every single day. Weeks turned into months. David woke early, worked late, and observed carefully. He studied the trade, learned the value of every gem, and watched how the true masters worked, with focus, care, and time. Still, success didn't come quickly. There were days when exhaustion and doubt crept in. Maybe the old man was wrong, David thought. But then he would remember the river, always flowing, never rushing, yet always reaching the sea. And so he kept going, learning that patience was not about waiting, but about trusting the process. Years passed, and David's once calloused hands became skilled and steady. What others rushed through, he approached with care. He learned to see what others missed, not just the flaws in the diamonds, but their hidden brilliance waiting to be revealed. In time, the small tasks no one wanted became his training ground. Every cut, every polish, every trade was another brushstroke in the painting of his destiny. People around him came and went, chasing shortcuts, quick riches, and easy fame. But David stayed. He no longer measured his success by speed, but by progress. And slowly, the world began to notice. His craftsmanship became known beyond the town. Traders sought him out. Even those who once doubted him now came for advice. One evening, as he held a diamond under the candlelight, David smiled. "So this is what the old man meant," he whispered. "Time doesn't just change things, it creates them." Because the truth he had learned was simple yet profound. Time rewards those who respect it. Every small, unseen effort builds towards something greater than we can imagine. But as life often does, the winds of fortune changed. One season, the market for diamonds collapsed. Traders lost everything overnight. David, too, watched as his savings disappeared, his work halted, and his dreams trembled on the edge of ruin. For the first time in years, doubt returned to his heart. The same whisper he had silenced long ago crept back. Was it all for nothing? He walked once more to the river, now older, stronger, but burdened with fear. The water still flowed, calm and steady, as if mocking his worry. And then he remembered the second treasure, the pearl called patience. The old man's words echoed in his mind. Patience is what keeps your heart calm when the world moves slower than your dreams. So David waited. He didn't quit. Instead of giving up, he used the quiet time to learn, to help others, and to rebuild slowly. And just as the tide eventually returns to the shore, opportunity came back, this time greater than before. He realized then that patience wasn't weakness. It was quiet strength, the kind that bends with the storm but never breaks. Years later, David stood in the same marketplace where he once worked as an unnoticed apprentice. But now, people called him a master, the man whose diamonds held not just brilliance, but soul. He had built his business with integrity, one stone at a time, one moment at a time. There was no rush, no greed, only gratitude for the journey that time and patience had carved. He employed young workers and taught them the lessons he had once received. Success is not built in a day. It's built every day. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, David walked back to the river where it all began. The same soft sound of water greeted him, and he whispered with a smile, "The old man was right. No treasure is greater than patience, and no force is stronger than time." And in that quiet moment, David realized that he had not only found success, he had found peace. Like David, we all seek results, quickly, easily now. But life is not a race to the finish line. It's a river flowing steadily toward its purpose. The wise understand that the river never rushes, yet it reaches the ocean every time. The same is true for us. If we learn to flow with time, not fight against it. Patience is not about waiting endlessly. It's about trusting that everything unfolds exactly when it should. Just as a diamond forms under pressure and time, so too are our dreams shaped by life's slow rhythm. When we rush, we break. When we trust, we grow. And when we honor both time and patience, success stops being a distant dream and becomes a natural outcome. Because in truth, every season of waiting is preparing you for the season of reward. Time and patience, two treasures often ignored, yet they hold the power to change everything. Time teaches us that every step matters, even the ones we take in silence. Patience teaches us to endure, to trust, and to believe when nothing seems to move. David's journey reminds us that success is not found in rushing, but in steady effort. The seed doesn't bloom the day it's planted. It blooms because it kept growing when no one was watching. So if your dream feels far away, don't give up. Use your time wisely. Guard your patience like a pearl. Because one day, you'll look back and realize every delay, every struggle was quietly shaping your destiny. So, the next time life feels slow, remember David. And the river, the water never rushes, yet it always finds its way home. Success, too, will find you when you learn to walk with time instead of running against it. Every storm will pass, every seed will grow, and every dream will bloom when the soil of your heart is patient enough to wait. Be calm in your storm. Trust your journey, because everything beautiful in life takes time. If this story touched your heart, give it a like to support the message, share it with someone who needs this reminder, and subscribe for more tales that inspire peace, patience, and purpose. And tell us in the comments, which of these two treasures do you think you need more in your life right now? Time or patience?